Uite-l, că încă l-ai deschis. Tabu.
Asta?
This is
Da, mai
all
în față.
residential, by the way. They're completely set. Kind of standing up in a
El s-a dus cu
convertible.
drona până și
She is
aici, unde sunt
literally
semnele
A, pe asta o
driving
găsim și noi.
right
Google
here,
Maps.
where you see that
Uite.
highway sign, the 3 green highway signs right there. She is
Uite muzeul cum... Mamă, ăsta e muzeu, bro.
Da.
Ferească, mă,
Dă-i mai
uitați-vă
în față.
cum arată
driving
muzeele
right
ăștia,
there. And
chat.
one thing that's not
Noi că jurăm că sunt mall-uri la cum arată, chat.
completely accurate is that the arena, the
Da,
Kaseya
gen, i-au
Center, which is
mutat
where the Miami
muzeele
Heat
astea
play, a
și
bunch of
le-au-
concerts go on there. That
cred
is
că în
immediately
altă
on the
parte,
left.
Nu,
If
tot
you
aici
guys see the
sunt.
picture, It is
Uite.
immediately
Da,
on the
nu
left,
știu.
and
De
that's
ce
Eu
nu
văd că e
așa?
stadionul ăsta.
not true. You can see it all the way in the back. Show you guys in the picture. It is immediately on the left, and that's not true. You can see it all the way in the back.
Vezi, au mai modificat harta, mă,
Right
ei
there.
nu
So that's just something that
n-au voie,
Well,
câte știu eu.
nu că n-au voie, mă, că n-ai cum să n-ai voie să faci o hartă. Dar nu au vrut,
Dar
că n-ai
nu-
cum să o faci gen toată
Da.
la fel, gen. Trebuie să mai compreseze cumva. Adică n-aveau, cerul ăsta aveau 2 muzee în GTA 5, în GTA 6. Ce dracu să duci
Da,
într-un
și
joc să
Să
se ducă la
vizitezi
muzeu?
1 la 1.
Da, n-ai ce să te duci la muzeu.
Bă,
Did
dar chiar
to add their own.
am curiozitate, gen, Rockstar-ul când face hărția asta și punea în mai multe clădiri care sunt niște firme, cum ar veni, sau niște, știi ce zic?
Nu, sunt parodiate, gen, nu au drept, nu au numele
sunt-
reale.
Ah, ok.
Gen, ei pun, să zicem că se numește
Bă.
hotelul Avalon. Ei pun hotelul Gerald. Știi ce zic?
Mhm.
Dai
Ei
să
tot
se arăt
timpul,
ceva.
și Florida au schimbat, au numit-o Leonida. Tot timpul schimbă.
Little touch, or maybe they just felt like there was no need to space it out like that. But here we have. This is actually the Museum of Art.
Ci că s-a dat un leak aseară. O să bage Dacia Spring în GTA 6.
PAM, Perez
Da,
Art
știu.
Museum, Miami, and it is also the Frost Museum of Science, which is the building towards the back there. So I guess those won't be in the game, or they probably just move them around and put them somewhere else. But anyway,
Vezi
this
că ăsta
road, if you keep
explică de ce
going,
se numește Hotel
actually connects
Dixon.
with the airport, and you
Ăla
can
din
see that
GTA.
on the highway
Mi se
sign
pare
there.
că ăsta e
It
tipul.
takes you to the airport, the Vice City International Airport. Here it is Miami International
Mamă, aveți trenul ăla,
Airport. So
bă.
I'm getting a little closer to the sign so
Stai
you
să
guys
vezi
can
că gen
see.
e
So the middle
prinde și
sign
metrou. S-au
basically
prins-o.
says heading west on the 836.
Stai să
Again, it
vezi
is
cum sunt metrourile.
I-404 in
Ce
the game.
ciudat îți la ăștia
An
că e
interstate.
așa ca
This
un
is just
mic
a
autobuz.
state road
Sunt
in
multe.
real life. State Road 836. Heading west to the
Urmează acum
airport.
să vezi.
And then we have
Bine că
Brisbane
mă las să
Boulevard,
ascult.
US1, I believe it's US3 in the game with a different name. And also I-95 is something else. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's in the picture here. It is something else, but in real life it is I-95. Don't mind all these people in big tents. That won't be in the game. That is part of Art Week Miami. By the way, you can see the Metro Mover there. It
Art
wasn't
Week
in the
Miami,
trailer
gen,
as I had
au
hoped, but it is in
săptămână
the
de
leaks.
artă.
You remember the leaks? You remember there is an autonomous train. That is basically just how you get around Miami, another method of getting around. Before we move on to our next place, I just want to leave you guys with this beautiful shot of Miami. I am so excited to take over Miami and Miami Beach and surrounding communities in Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh my gosh, look at that. All right, we are on Ocean Drive where it is nighttime so we can see the neon lights because there is actually a shot in GTA 6 trailer that shows Ocean Drive, and it shows an outdated Ocean Drive. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like during the day because it's easier to see during the day. But right now we're going to recreate the shot where there are various sports cars, supercars on the strip. I'm going to show you guys where that was taken. Before we try to do the exact shot, this is, by the way, the Breakwater Hotel. It is off of 10th Street and Ocean Drive. In the shot, it is called Boardwalk. Obviously, like GTA games, like all of them, they're not using the exact names of buildings, cars,
Uite, vezi, tocmai ce
even
te explicăm.
cities. Here is a shot of the GTA 6 trailer, and here it is in real life.
Deci ăsta se numește Breakwater și ăla se numește Broadwalk, vezi?
Here is a shot neon sign where it just shows 2 letters in it, the LK from Boardwalk, and then across the horizontal it is Breakwater, obviously the name of it, and it says Boardwalk in the game.
Oh, nu e niciun bombardier să lase mașina pavarii, gen, nici pavarii, gen, să o lase așa, știi, în fața restaurantului.
We know the name of the hotel.
Dar
Way
vezi
off
că
in the distance, you see
povestește asta
purple
acum, care
lights,
fază.
not just in the trailer, but in real life. That is the Clevelander Hotel. I'm going to get you guys a close-up in just a second. And that sidewalk right over here is where that person is sitting there. There's 3 people walking by, and there are a bunch of cars, including a Porsche, parked right over here. So we're going to switch over to daytime so I can explain why the street looks a little different than it is in the game. So one thing to note, now that it's daytime, I can show you guys better. In the trailer, it shows this at night, but with 2-way traffic. As you can see, that's no longer the case. That actually is real,
acum am văzut și eu.
but it was before the
Dar
pandemic.
scrie acolo valet,
And you can
gen,
see
ți-a
some of
mașina
the
sau ceva.
old remnants of the markings when this used to be the parking spots where you can actually park your car. And you see cars parked in the trailer. That's the old layout. This is the hotel in the background. You see it with the purple lights.
Înainte,
It
practic,
is
puteai
known
să
as the
parchezi.
Clevelander. A hotel that you see in the background of
Dar
that
mai schimbat
picture in
lucruri
Ocean
decât
Drive in
parchejul.
the game is called Dixon. It's Hotel Dixon. In real life, that is Hotel Victor. And the Dixon actually stood out to me. Many people probably didn't catch it because they're not aware of the South Beach history. But the architect of that building, his name is L. Murray Dixon. I don't know if Rockstar had that planned or if it was just
Na.
Na, mă, na.
All right, we're done here in South Beach. Let's go to our next location in Miami. Welcome to Miami. We're in the Wynwood neighborhood, which is the arts district.
Da, Messi!
Find a lot of graffiti, murals, museums, bars, different art exhibits in general. And I'm standing in front of one of the walls that has, one of the many walls that have graffiti on them, which if you remember the trailer, you'll know that there's a lot of graffiti around. There's a lot of nice cars around. The tricky thing about Wynwood is that we know GTA 5 came out in 2013, and there was a gap between then and now, and I guess 2025, that they're working on the game. And I don't know exactly when they flew down to Miami to scout the area, take all the photographs they need for the game. I just don't know. And this neighborhood has been expanding and growing so much. I'm gonna throw a picture of what it looked like when GTA 5 came out, or at least around the year. And then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like now, just so you can see how quickly things grew in the past 10 years. In the picture with all of the cars there hanging out, the graffiti on the walls, there is a building in the background, and I feel like it's this one. But this was built in the past couple of years. I'm gonna zoom in on the background of the trailer so you guys can see. This building kind of reminds me of it. I don't know why. It doesn't say the exact same thing. Looks like it says wood in the actual trailer. There's something else, but in real life it says bakery. I'm not too sure, but it looks very familiar. And there is that big building in the background. There is also this parking garage / WeWork building that has a little curvature to it, and I feel like I can see some curvature in the one visible in the trailer. I just don't know. It's hurting my mind right now. The other ones have been pretty easy, but Wynwood has me stumped. I'm being honest. I mean, I just don't know exactly where that was taken. And like I said, it could have been around when they came to survey, and it's no longer there anymore. Not the building, of course. That's going to be there. But I'm talking about where the fencing is and where they're all hanging out and cars are inside. Or maybe it just never existed and they just wanted to add that to the game. All right, I think we're done here in Wynwood, so let's go and check out our next location. I was so surprised to see this part of the trailer. This is the Florida Keys. I am so excited. Specifically, Bahia Honda Bridge, which is near Bahia Honda State Park. The entire drive through the Keys is very scenic. You got water on the left side, you got water on the right side. And it is so much fun to drive in real life, so I cannot wait to drive through it in GTA 6. One thing that really stood out to me in this part of the trailer is the bridge on the right. You can notice there's 2 sections missing from it. This used to be an old railroad bridge in the early 1900s created by Henry Flagler. It was destroyed in the hurricane.
De ce mai lasă? De ce nu-l dărâmă? Ferească Dumnezeu și poate are vreo istorie ceva, dar bro, arată oribil. Ăsta o fi hazul lui, dar bro, n-are niciun sens.
1935 and eventually turned into a highway. They literally built a road on top of it. And there's actually a portion you can walk on to this day, and I actually did that a couple months ago. It is very cool, but eventually that highway was abandoned and then the one on the left was built, and that is the one that is currently in use today. But it's so cool that Rockstar kept the old railroad bridge on the right, even showing those missing segments. All right, moving on. You know that part of the trailer where a girl is kind of like on a rooftop or a penthouse and there's like pool beside her and the city in the background? That was in Miami Beach. Now, I wasn't too sure where exactly, so thanks to someone on Reddit, they were able to identify where it may have been. Not 100% sure, but it does look similar. I'm going to get the drone up here and show you guys what I'm talking about. So in the background, you can see, I will point it out with an arrow, the Portofino Tower, which is very iconic in South Beach. You can kind of see it in the trailer. So from that perspective, they are somewhere north of that tower. But they are in the city of Miami Beach. It looks like it. It's a very tiny pool overlooking the entire city. She would be standing on the rail farthest away from me with the city behind her. All right, so we're here in the Everglades doing an airboat tour because it is actually featured in the GTA 6 trailer. So we're gonna put the headsets on and we're gonna go on a little ride through the Everglades.
Vortex-ul.
Cred că o să fie foarte fan să te plimbi cu chestia asta.
Da, dracu, ești nebun.
Mi-e dor de Vortex.
Ce investit e băiatul ăsta.
Bă, da.
Da, chiar a făcut un clip super șmecher.
Bă!
Guys, that was so much fun. It was too loud for me to really talk throughout the ride, but oh my gosh, it was my first time doing an airboat, and I'm so happy that recreating GTA 6 trailer locations had me come out to do it for the first time. That was so much fun, and if I had fun in real life, I'm sure I'll have a blast in GTA 6. The fact that they're adding the Everglades, which is so massive, it covers such a wide area of Florida that I'm just mind blown at the size of this map. We don't know.
Mă, da, e prea mare, ești nebun, Everglades-ul.
Covers such a wide area of Florida that I'm just mind blown at the size of this map.
Noi până acum ne-am gândit la story. Gen, ne-au arătat cum ar veni free... Cum îi zice? Free room-urile cum o să arate, dar nu știm nimic de poveste.
Uite,
cum o
uite
să
asta, uite-te, uite puțin acolo.
fie.
Dă
Ia.
puțin în spate să vezi cadrul casa aia. Aici, lasă puțin aici.
Hai de viața mea.
Te plimbi
All
pe
right, guys,
lângă
that was so much
oraș
fun.
deja.
Oh my
Oraș.
gosh. I'm happy I'm making this video for you guys. I'm actually enjoying myself. So that is our last look.
Bă, dar nu știu unde fu faza, că arătase și... Arătă și faza aia cu barca pe lângă port.
Doamne, băi.